Yeah, I never played fair, so tell me why now should we care? Queen Bee told y'all a long time ago that we run the atmosphere. Did we build that? Yeah. Do we own that? Yeah. We even in the studios running playback. Shout out to Airman Sally, the young guards, to all the G's like us. Yeah, we go hard. See, this is how we feel to be a champion. We might fall down, but we never run. You wouldn't either if you knew what we overcome. Do you know all the we gotta overcome? But they ain't stopping nothing. Me and my girls on top, straight stunting. And we abide by a real strict code. Hands off my ex and homies over.
If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door.
We play our way.
I'd rather be me.
Do work all day.
We don't see defeat.
Did we fly that? Can we buy that? We even run a full court, make it stack. Shout out to Maya Moore, the young guard, to all the girls like us. Yeah, we go hard. See, this is how it feel to be a champion. We might fall down, but we never run. So proud of the that we overcome. Do you know we gotta overcome? We bow down to none. I wanna hail out all my day ones. Time really does fly when you're having fun, but the party don't stop till we staring down the sun.
You try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door. If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming into today's game, we've got two of the most dangerous offenses in the NFL going head-to-head. It's the Eagles going up against the Seahawks. Set for the call of this Week 15 matchup, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Evergreen State and CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. On the return now, it's Josh Huff. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
All right, here we go.
Going on first is Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a play fake here on first down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And they give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. And a peek at the offense. And Matthews, a guy that we have to talk about.
And Jordan Matthews, Brandon, is an anomaly.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz taking it in. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And this offense often hinges on one of the best tight ends in the league, and that's Jimmy Graham.
I think he made up for lost time when he got to the NFL because in college he was mainly a basketball player, a defender who couldn't score. Now he's flipped it around in the NFL. Every time he touches the ball, he's a threat to score.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Wilson to give to Rawls. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. And the defense now for the Eagles.
Jordan Hicks played inside and outside linebacker while in college. He'll do the same in the NFL and make a lot of plays in doing so.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Wilson snags it left side. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, that's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game and they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you hope to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer third of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there if they don't move as well as you want them to, and probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away.
3rd down now following the run. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And it is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cliff Averill in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. This one brought in by Dorial Green-Beckham. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And a look at Seattle's defense.
When Bobby Wagner's career is said and done, people are going to look back and say he was an absolute steal in the NFL draft. A Pro Bowl player for any team.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Ertz has it left side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone, sometimes you're throwing it between.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Josh Huff, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Wilson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
14, 14. Under 10, 10.
First down, this is Rawls. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Here's Wilson. Deep drop. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he is out of bounds just a yard or two shy of the 10.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 5. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, Ryan Matthews. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. So the D-line's going to spread out. Throwing on first is Wentz. Green Beckham has it over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. A dump off to Sproles. They went backwards 5 yards there on third down to break up fourth. Well, where do you find that one in the playbook, Charles?
You don't. You absolutely don't. And sometimes what happens is guys want to make a big play, and they turn it into a really bad one. Sometimes you're best just to cut your losses and go down. I hope we don't see another play like that. I'll guarantee you the offensive coordinator, he's looking at his play sheet. He can't find it either.
That big loss there on the pass completion. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on first down. Backing up. He's going to look deep. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nolan Carroll. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds. .35. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
Left side caught by Matthews. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is not with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle. He can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wentz flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And he'll give it here to his running back. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Wentz. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. Hey, give him credit. That's a good, solid game there in the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
And it's 21-3. Now, after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
Now it's Wilson. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. Back deep is Darren Sproles. Fielded at the 43. Play fake to Matthews. Now it's Wentz. Complete on the right side to Green Beckham. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll be a Philadelphia 1st down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go.
They go play action for Matthews. Now Wentz. Steps away to his left. This one complete left side to Green Beckham. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
Now Wentz. He's got it to Matthews, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? And Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But if the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the...
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now it's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Wilson looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Another run, but this time it's Rawls. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. To throw is Wilson. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. So after the eye-in, rush coming, and he's taken down. Cliff Averill in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. A handoff left. It's Ryan Matthews. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
Play clock winding down. Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cliff Averill in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their own.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger, and this time it costs them 2 points.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. They come out here in the eye. It's a sneak. It's Wentz. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his...
And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Third and long. It's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone. It's caught inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catch.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Matthews, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And he puts it through. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Now Wilson on second down. They set up the screen to Rawls. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. And it's third down.
it's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the gun on third down, Wilson. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. Third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
He finds his man, Baldwin. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
And they pick up the first down on a fourth down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped him on third down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson up. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Fletcher Cox in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Check 20. Easy. Run left. 3.
second down, here's Wilson. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football? Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Wentz now on first down. Buying time to his left. Green Beckham has it over the middle. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. They'll get 32 yards there. And that leads to a Philadelphia first. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing on first is Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Wentz to throw, and he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Dorial Green Beckham. That'll bring up second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more.
And Matthews has got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Matthews, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And the Eagles are pouring it on. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. One receiver left, 2 to the right. On second down, Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Fresh set of downs here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And left side here, it's Graham. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it. Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. On third down, Wilson. And this is caught on the sideline, But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds, incomplete.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Forced out to his left, and his throw's going to be incomplete. So the roughing the passer penalty, 15 yards, and Charles, the defender, needs to know to stop there.
We've been talking about it for years. You essentially get one step after the quarterback throws his pass. Anything close to that or beyond that, you're going to get flagged.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd. So from outside the red zone now after the sack, a long 3rd and goal. 3rd and long, it's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. They begin the drive with Ryan Matthews. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 on the gain there. And it'll be a Philadelphia 1st down.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And some room to maneuver. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
10th carry now for Ryan Matthews. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Ryan Matthews with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles continue to roll. Point after now from Sturgis. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A handoff as they run the counter play. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Defensively, the tackle by Cam Chancellor.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Now they'll run it on the toss. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
To throw is Wilson, being chased out left. He's going to let it. It's caught inside the 25. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Inside the red zone here. They'll look, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nigel Bradham. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it. All those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Eagles, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Seattle, so long, everybody.